Hello, my name is Jacob, and I'm going to be talking about today about the mental shift needed for life insurance, and specifically the mental shift that you need to when you're buying life insurance. And just as a little thing, there's too many people who don't buy life insurance or not enough life insurance. In fact, I remember reading an article one time where trillions and trillions of dollars are not purchased in life insurance that are needed to be purchased because life insurance is a need. And if you're watching this video, I think you can also agree in that that you need to buy life insurance. And for most people, sometime in their life insurance is needed. But why do we not buy life insurance? Why aren't people scrambling to buy life insurance? Life insurance agents are just trying to chase people and trying to scratch their heads and on how can I even sell this insurance to someone? They know they need it. Why aren't they buying it? Life insurance companies are asking themselves the same question. Here are a couple of reasons why people do not buy life insurance. One, people feel uncomfortable thinking about death. Why do people not wear seatbelts or wear helmets? Perhaps they feel uncomfortable about the risk that if they did fall off the bicycle or off the motorcycle, they would likely die without a helmet. And they don't want to think about the dangers of it, so they don't wear a helmet. Maybe that's what's happening there. Why do people not want to buy life insurance? Maybe it's just so uncomfortable. The more they think about it, the more bleak it's sounding, and they associate the negative feelings of death with the life insurance policy itself, which in fact it should be the exact opposite. You should feel relieved once you buy life insurance, more relieved on the circumstance if you do die with your beneficiaries. Second, people believe they can't afford life insurance. That's too expensive. Well, there was a study done on people guessing on how much a premium would cost for a 20-year term policy on 30-year-olds, and they overestimated drastically on how much those premiums would be when they actually were significantly cheaper. You would be surprised. I'm not going to say I hope when I say this, you're not expecting, oh yeah, it's only $2 for a month for the life insurance I need. Well, no, it's not like that. But it is affordable. And if you're going to buy life insurance, at least buy some. Buy what you can afford. And some life insurance is better than the sufficient amount that you need. Third, people are uncomfortable with the health exam involved. People don't want to get their blood drawn. They hate needles. They don't want the time commitment. They're too busy to have someone come and do a physical exam on them. Third, people have overconfidence in their longevity. People don't think that they're going to die, and so they put their probability of their death at zero, when it really should be, let's suppose, over a 30-year span, it should be 1%, perhaps higher, 3%, however high it is. But people just discount that. It's so unlikely that I'm going to die. I'm going to say it's 0%. Next, people don't like spending the money on something they'll never personally see the benefit from. That's fair. It's kind of sad, but no, it's truly something that's fair. Why should I spend money on this when I could benefit from something else now? Next, people feel like they don't need it. Perhaps people don't feel like they need the life insurance. Why is life insurance a need for me? And for some people, they don't need life insurance. And I get a little bit more into that when I discuss in my other video on what product you should buy, but that's this one. This one could be fair to say that you don't need it. But for most people, sometime in their life, consider you that you might need life insurance today. So the mental shifts that you need about purchasing life insurance. So this is based on the last slide. This one is the arguments for life insurance. Now, if you think about death and you're thinking how negative it is, I want you to, when you're buying life insurance, I want you to disconnect yourself to the emotional loss of self or a family member from the financial liability lost. What I'm saying here is don't think that any amount of life insurance is going to actually make the emotional loss easier of losing your loved one. It's not. If you're going to have $10 million today, that's never going to replace your loved one. And I hope that when you're buying life insurance and if the agent's talking to you about the emotional loss, I remember having an insurance agent talking to me, and he was it just felt like he was wanting me to buy more insurance than what I actually needed because I already had insurance. I almost felt like, he didn't say this, but it almost felt like he said that the money was going to was going to make it feel better, which it's not. It's true. It's not. So whenever you ask yourself questions, ask yourself, how is this going to affect me financially? And then just disassociate it with the emotional loss. Anyways, I'll continue on. Insurance can be very affordable, which I've already mentioned, and you're going to die someday. And when you die is going to be unknown. So if you think that you're going to live forever, you're not. Everyone's going to die. And just remember that. And that time of death, you don't know when it's going to happen. Not for everyone, it's not going to be in their 80s. You could die today. You could die 10 years from now. And so when just thinking about that, think about how the need is for helping your family and passing on life insurance. Now remember, purchasing life insurance is selfless, which is very honorable. When you're purchasing life insurance, just remember that. If you cannot bear the traditional underwriting process, so if you don't like needles and you just absolutely can't stand needles, or having someone come to your home, or the urine test, or etc., you could consider accelerated underwriting products. So basically, what that is, you just answer a lot of questions over the phone or online, and then they'll give you a life insurance policy. That being said, it could end up being more expensive. It could actually, and depending on the situation, it could be cheaper because you don't have to pay for a nurse to come to your home to do all the blood draws and do all the testing. And so, in one way, it'd be cheaper. But then in another way, it could be more expensive because they wouldn't really know how well you actually don't smoke, or they really won't understand your weight because you'll be in a group of people who may lie and may try to exploit it. And so they'll have to assume that, and then they'll put you in a little bit less of a healthy group. And so I guess there's a little bit of a trade-off there. Your premiums would probably be higher, and you would actually be limited on what life insurance products you can get. Okay, for the last point, which I was mentioning before, you actually may not need that much life insurance or any at all. For most people, life insurance is a need. But to help you consider whether you need life insurance or whether you need more life insurance, consider watching my video of what life insurance product should I get. Hope you enjoyed the video.